Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tric Trac TV. This is part 2 of our Pearl Games video. If you haven't checked out the first bit where we introduce you to our friends from Pearl Games, go check it out. It's quite a story to tell. Otherwise here, now we're going to talk about The Bloody Inn, the next game from Pearl Games. A game that
I love to say that.
with a nice deep voice.
Oh yes.
A game that you, a man from Belgium, went to Canada to meet a Frenchman living in Vietnam.
Yes.
Who wrote the game, and then had it illustrated by people from Brazil, and then distributed by people from France.
Yes.
Yes.
That's quite a long...
And based on a true story.
And based on a true, very bloody French folktale.
That's it.
So I say French folktale, but as we talked before in the last video, it is based on a true story, but of course it's been changed.
Yes, nearly true story. We are not sure about
it. Went from 1 body to 10 to 50, so...
But it's not our problem. We are just there for killing people.
Yes. Exactly. So, I have missed out on introductions, however, so you'll have to excuse me.
Oh.
I'm with my friend Guillaume.
Yeah.
Monsieur Sébastien.
Hello. Sébastien. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Everybody?
I was too keen to get into the incredible adventure
Jenny.
of the blood. I am Jenny.
Nice
I didn't even present myself.
Yes.
But it's fine. If they're good, they've been watching the first video, so they know that.
You're right.
Cool. I've got everything in here. Don't you worry, my friend.
Good catch.
Mr. Sébastien, take us through it.
Yes. I just explained not all the rules, but a lot.
Well, I don't think we actually explained any rules. We just explained the amazing story behind
The
it,
basic rule.
which was quite an explanation in itself. But let's get into the thick of it.
Okay. We are the owner of this inn.
The Bloody Inn itself.
Yes, you love it. It's not the real name of the inn because it's not really commercial.
That would sell very well. Oh, darling, let's just have a night at the Bloody Inn. What can go wrong?
Come.
I say that, the French nobles at the time probably had a different accent, but you
It's
know what
not
I
a bed and breakfast. It's more complicated than that.
mean. Bed and stab.
Yes,
I don't know.
And dead and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast.
Very
Very good.
nice.
Very
I like
nice.
it. Okay. The Bloody Inn, dead and breakfast. Excellent.
And we are from the same family, but not really in good term.
see.
Okay.
And each player have his room. This is your room, this is my room, and this is the room of Guillaume.
Okay.
And this is the room for Tata Ginette.
Yes.
Do you understand?
On Ginette.
Yes.
On Ginette.
On Jeanette,
Yes.
okay.
She is a notable player. It's not very sexy to say that, but
But she is very wealthy.
yes.
So when she speak, we listen.
Okay.
And in this game, our goal is to become the more rich.
Right.
At the end of the game. This is my money.
Right.
And your money too.
Which is in francs.
5
I believe.
francs.
5 francs.
Yes.
Francs.
It's in the 19th
Century?
yes. It's francs.
It's
And our goal is to become rich. To do that, we just have the customer of the inn here. This is the stack of customer. And this is the stack of customer at the outside of the inn.
Yeah.
And thank you, Weberson, for your work, for the design.
Yes.
And
Great,
Luis
amazing design.
Francisco. I forgot Luis in the
Francisco.
first is the graphic designer.
Graphic designer. Gotcha. Okay then.
Weberson is the illustrator. Okay.
Well, he's done a damn nice job on these illustrations, I must say. It's definitely
Yes.
gives
It
a
gives
very,
an atmosphere.
very strong ambiance.
Oh yes,
to the game.
Ambiance to the game.
French ambiance.
French
It's not
ambiance.
French cuisine today, it's French ambiance. Bloody ambiance.
So,
The first player takes the first customer and place it in one of the room. He chooses one of the room, and
not just his room, any room.
Every room.
Every room.
Yes.
He will take a customer for every
I see.
room.
Gotcha.
yes,
Okay.
and he do that for each open room. In a 3-player games, there is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 room,
Okay.
and you just do that with for each room.
Okay.
Okay, it's not finished, and now I can choose one action. I choose one, you choose one, you choose one, and after a second one.
Okay.
At the end of the second action of each player, this is the end of turn phase.
Okay.
Okay. The action, there is 4 action, and for each action there is an icon on the card
Those cards,
yes.
Yeah.
In the ear. Okay. And there is one rule for each action. Very important, I explained that. When I make an action, I choose one of the customer in the inn. For example, this one. It's a bouillon de cru.
In French.
It's in French.
You know, the beer manufacturers.
Yeah.
A brewer, basically.
Yeah.
I'll put him next to the.
For example.
So I'll put him next to this rule play so the viewers can see what we're talking about.
And what is important on this card is the rank. It's a level 2. Do you see the 2
the
on
number
the
2
card?
there, just on the card.
Yes.
That means he's rank 2.
And for example, I can choose the bribe action, and it's a level 2 card, and I need to play 2 cards for my hand because it's a level 2 card.
Okay.
If it was a level 3, I need to play 3 cards.
Okay.
If it's only a level 1, only 1.
Okay.
Okay.
And 0.
It's easy.
So this
Could
first
be
little
free.
action.
And 0, it's a 0. Yeah,
It's
there
for
is-
free.
So the first little action, we can see the little blue pile of money. That is the bribe.
Yes, but
The blue icon.
But I can choose to bribe this card. I don't need the blue one here.
Okay.
I can choose to make the bribe action on every customer.
Okay, gotcha.
For this card, for example, level 2, I need to play 2 cards to make the bribe action. I play 2 cards.
Okay.
Each card it's possible, but this card is better because there is the bribe action
Icon.
symbol, icon. If I do this action with this card, I keep the card in my hand because of the icon.
Okay.
But if I make this action with this, it's not the good icon.
Okay.
I lose this card.
For the story, we can imagine that this is our helpers, this is our friends, something like friends, and they work for me. And if I ask them to do their job, of course, they're happy and then they come back. If I ask to do another job, they are not very good for this job, so they do the job and they get
don't
out
like
of
that, and
they get out of my team.
And so that's the hand. When do you draw that hand? At the beginning of the game, you draw a certain amount
at the beginning of the game, I have 2 peasants in my hand.
Okay, so...
Yes, it's card without symbol. Okay, it's a peasant
These,
here.
oh, right, yes, sorry, so these are the villagers, basically.
Yeah, village
Okay,
peasant.
gotcha.
Yes.
So
And
these are your...
they
have
zero,
no rank, they
no
seem to have
rank,
very little money.
and no icons.
Okay.
Icon. When I choose to play a peasant, I lose him. I lose him
every time.
Yes. And the first bribe action is to win the cards in my hand. And I have a new helper if I make the bribe action.
Okay.
I have a new helper in my hand. It's the first action.
First action.
The second one is the building action.
Which is a little red trowel.
This is with the tool.
Red troll.
Yep.
Yes, this is the building action. To make a building action, I need to play 1 card of my hand. This, for example, this is a level 1. I need to play 1 card for my hand. Oh,
That's
it's
the
a
same.
good symbol. It's a good icon.
Yeah.
I keep the card in my hand. Oh, it's not the good. I lose the card. Always the same mechanism.
Yes, that works.
And when I make the building action, I win a new card on the table, and I win this power for the end of the game. This is an annex of the inn. It's a new building, it's a new power, and from now I have this power for the rest of the game.
So when you get that character in your hand, you can then place him down.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the building action.
For the theme, that means you ask this helper, to build the things you know, and then this helper will work on this new building.
And the type of building you build is based on the card that you've executed the action on.
Of course.
Okay.
But the guy in your hand, this guy is there for working for you. It's possible to make other action before the building
But they all
action.
have their specializations.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fair enough.
Yes, the third action, this is the killing action. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
yes.
guy.
we are here for that.
Yes.
It's called the bloody, and if there wasn't any
Yes.
killing, I'd be very disappointed.
And this is this icon.
So the gun icon, that's
Yes.
fairly simple to understand, just that one there.
And I don't kill the guy from my hand. This is my helper. We are not crazy, guy. Just a little crazy.
No. It's not mafia, it's just bloody him, that's all. So it's not, hey, parent.
And I can choose 1 customer in the inn. I just see the rank. In this situation, I have to play 2 cards.
Okay.
It's the good one, it's not the good one, and I kill him like that.
Okay, so you take his card and you flip it over.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
I
then-
flip.
Reveals.
And
up,
this is the
Oh, there we go, same as that.
the dark side of the card.
Okay.
It's a corpse. It's a dead corpse now.
Yes, it's a corpse.
Okay, so you take that corpse. That
Yes.
corpse
Yes,
is now yours. Okay.
but on the table,
On the
because
table.
because there is another
And-
part for the action.
And each customer have money in a pocket.
Yep.
You don't win the money when you kill the guy.
Right.
You just win the money before the
Burying.
burying action.
So because they get very confused because it's BU.
BU,
So they keep
it's
saying,
not
we'll bury him, we'll bury
No.
him, we'll bury him.
burying.
For me, it's finished. I don't. And you win the money when you make this action. This action.
Is it? Burying action?
And you put your corpse beside.
Yes.
Underneath.
Underneath.
Yes.
Underneath your
And-
building.
Yes. And for a level 1.
You're literally burying a dude in the foundation.
Yes.
basically.
Yes. Exactly.
I like that. I like that a lot. So that is the bury action, which is a little casket, I believe, the little purple.
Yes,
casket
it's
on
a,
the L shape. Gotcha.
Yes. And you need this
You can
icon.
have a priest bury a man.
That's it. In your team. Come on.
man.
You have a deadly
That's
sacrament.
pretty badass. I'll give it that much. Okay. And so when you bury that body in this, let's call it official way, that's when you get his money.
Yes.
And that allows you to move along this, I'm going to
Yes.
guess. Gotcha. Okay.
And what is important is you can only put one corpse on.
On the level 1 building.
for
It's
level
a
one.
small
I see,
building
yes,
for
okay.
this time.
And you need a big building to have a lot of place for the corpse.
But buildings just keep rising out of the ground.
That's why. Yes. You need a big floor to bury many corpses.
Bulges in the floor walking across like, whoa.
It's a funny strategical game.
Yes.
It's a bloody classic strategy.
Thematically, very, very,
Yes.
very.
And there is a lot of small rules in addition if you want to maybe explain. For example, in this game, it's not possible to have more than 40
Francs, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, you remember, Jamie, for Aunt Jeanette.
Aunt Jeanette,
Aunt
yes.
Jeanette, who is
powers
a
that be.
very, very old woman, and then she doesn't like at all that we keep a lot of money in
I
our
see.
pocket. It's
Gotcha.
not very safe.
Right.
So you
dangerous times we live
Yes,
in.
that's
Very
it.
dangerous times.
So we have to convert this money in a way that Sebastian will explain you.
So how do we convert our money? I'm going
Okay.
to involve. Does it involve killing again?
You have to make the 5 action. It's not really an action. It's a pass.
Pass
to
action.
pass action.
Okay.
Yes.
The pass
and
action.
in this situation, you can lose your money here. For example, you lose 30 francs to win 3.
So
10.
you're kind of like.
Yes.
How can I
And
put
at
it?
the end of the
Laundering
game,
money.
yes. At the end of the game, you win this plus this for your final scoring.
I see.
But
Okay.
you need to spend action because you go. I don't know the English word for notaire.
Bank accountant.
Yes,
Lawyer,
if you
the
want.
lawyer. But it's not a very good one, like the inn owners. I mean,
see.
you say, oh, okay, take my money and give me a check back, and then I have this money safety.
He might be the dodgiest lawyer in the world, but he's probably not as dodgy as us running this in.
Maybe
to be
not,
honest,
I'm not sure, but in fact, he is our friend too.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay then.
This is just a little thing in addition. This is the action phase. At the end, there is a end of turn phase,
Okay.
and it's very important because there is police guy in this game.
Okay, so
And
anybody with the anyone
gun.
yes,
gun,
with
yes.
the gun,
Okay.
and police guy and good guy. When
At
the
this
police
time,
guy,
Yeah.
yes.
That hasn't been bribed yet. It's
Yes.
one bribe away.
In your hand, it's not really true because, but in the inn, no problem. And all player with a corpse at the end of the turn, and if there is a police guy in the inn, have a lot of problem
Yes, of course.
because it's not a good idea
Because
to
there's
have.
a body lying around.
Yes,
a police
that's it.
officer in the
So
next
they
room. Fair
will
enough.
try to find for the
see.
guilty
Okay.
man.
And in this situation, you lose the corpse,
Okay.
and you give the corpse to Marcel.
Marcel,
The
you know
Undertaker, I'm
Marcel,
guessing.
it's the burying
The
job
Undertaker.
man, yes,
Burying
Undertaker.
job man.
That's
Burying job man. We'll get that.
And Marcel need money, you lose 10. It's
You lose-
very,
Okay,
it's not a good
so,
offer
yeah,
for
not
you.
great,
course.
not great.
And when there is a lot of police guy, it's very funny because if this guy is always the victim of
Yes,
this kind
I'm
of
the win.
explanation.
do you lose a body and 10 gold per police officer, or just?
No, it's oh yes, I don't know. I don't have the situation in game. If I have just one dead man in my place,
Yes.
and there is 2 policemen.
You lose only one.
Only one.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
it's
yes,
just
yes,
for
yes,
the
yes.
corpse.
You lose only 10.
Okay.
Yes.
Only 10, right?
Okay.
For Marcel, it's the same.
It's just one corpse. You're
Yes.
right. You're right.
It's easy, man.
Yes.
He doesn't care. Okay, great. And I assume, so you get this money, you launder it, you convert it into banknotes.
Basically,
and that's
it.
how you win the
that's
game.
It. But at the end of the turn, the policemen are just the first part. There is
Yes.
2 other parts.
After that, you win money if there is a live guy in your home.
Oh, because you got to rent the room out.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
They
But-
have to pay.
Yes, but if you have nothing, you have no money.
Hence
you
the
win.
strategy of
You win
choosing
one
which room you
franc.
put it in.
It's possible to have new room in the game depending of the power of your cards.
Okay.
It's possible to have a lot of room and to win more money
More money.
because of
Okay.
the alive people. And at the end of the turn, you lose 1 franc for each card in your hand.
You have to pay
because
them.
you have to pay them.
You have to
and
pay helpers, yeah.
and the problem in this game is to have a lot of cards. It's easy for you. Oh, easy guy.
To do action.
But at the end,
you lose a lot
It all
of money,
goes up in
and
smoke.
it's
Fair
Not
difficult
very interesting.
for winning
Okay.
the game.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And
then the
that's
third thing then?
It's finished.
It's
Oh, I thought you said there was another 2.
That means you have to look at the
Oh, no, yes,
policeman.
of course, yeah.
Then you have to
win money because of the-
You get
win
money
money.
from the rent, sorry, and then
And
you
then pay
back.
back. Yep,
Gotcha.
you're right.
Okay then. And that is the gist of the game.
Yes,
Yes.
we
Very-
replay during
we play two
sorry.
times the stack of the customer.
Okay.
When all the customer at
Get
the
out.
outside, get out, you make a new stack here for the second
And when that runs
part
out,
of the game.
It's over. Yeah. And the
Excellent.
richest man around the table win.
It's not a
The
really
bloodiest hand. Or the most rooms, whatever your
Bloody money, that wealthy man.
sin washes off, it's fine. At least blood does.
It's not very complicated, but there is a lot of decisions.
Yes, and of course there are a lot of interaction. It's not so easy to play well with your hand because you can have a very interesting building, powerful building,
Yep.
but you need it to pay for action.
Yeah.
And I want to build, but if I want to build, I need more helpers because it's maybe a strong building. We need 3 persons, so you have to pay attention to that, and then of course you have to pay attention to your money because you don't want to lose money. Of course, if I earn, for example, 12 francs and I am to 39, I just win 1 franc and
it
all
doesn't
the
go
rest is over. So
I see.
I have to pay attention.
Spills out your pockets.
Yeah,
too much
that's,
money.
oh no, my
But
God.
it's possible to have this one corpse, to have 39, to have police guy, and you have
no.
to make this action to
Because-
win only one.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to lose the corpse
Yeah, 'cause
and
you
the
lose
10.
10.
Oh my God.
So you lose 15 or technically use 25.
that's it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair
Wow.
enough. Well, it seems like a quick and furious game. How long for a game, more or less?
1 hour. It's possible to make a short game or to make a long game,
Right.
depending of your
The way
How
your
many
knowledge.
times
how
you
many
draw?
cards? Yeah.
It's
Gotcha,
depend-
okay.
yes.
So half an hour for a short game if you use the deck once, and then for a long game, an hour or so.
It's 45 minutes.
45
and
minutes?
Yes, for the first,
Between 45
yes,
minutes and
and
1
1
hour.
hour.
And how many players?
From 1,
So you can play solo?
yes, it's
Okay.
possible, to 4 players.
1 to 4 players.
Yes.
So there is a solo mode. Do
Yep.
you use all the rooms when you play solo mode, or?
There is
there
less
is-
room if you play only
see, yes.
1,
yes,
2,
it
3,
is-
4,
it
and so
depends on
forth.
the
Okay.
player. Yeah, yeah.
Fair enough. And now this should be available in English-speaking language just after Essen, if I'm not
Just
mistaken.
after Essen. I'm not absolutely sure about the schedule for the moment, but in Europe it's for Essen.
Yep.
And in North America, just after.
Okay.
Maybe 1 month, maybe less. It depends of the manufacturer
Okay.
and the shipment.
And how much here in France?
25 euros.
25 euros. So I'll let you guys translate that into whichever money you're using wherever you're watching this from, because there's so many.
Depend on the way, yes.
Exactly.
Don't
But
think about that.
It's quite a cheap game for the length of the game you get out of it.
Sorry?
It's priced like a party game, but it's a lot
Yeah,
longer.
in
than
fact,
normal.
no.
It's a per games.
Yeah.
It's a per game. That's true.
priced like a
Just
per
look at the first video and you see that it's a typical per game.
But more easy than the first one.
Yes, and maybe the atmosphere is a bit more. I don't say funny because it's bad action, of course, for killing people, but it's a bit more funny because of the theme, of course.
I get
It's
it.
the more thematical games.
Yes, you're right.
I see. Well, we'll have to let everybody else be the judge of that. Thank you very much for joining us. This has been The Bloody Inn from Pearl Games. It should come out towards the end of the year. €25, 1 to 4 players, 45 minutes a game.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Sébastien.
I've been Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie.
Voilà. They've said goodbye anyway, so we'll end it there. Thank you for watching.
Bye, see you in Essen.
Bloody Inn.